You won't believe what we found for under $2,000. A real 73 Corvette project, a complete 65 Marauder with a running engine, and even a barn-find Monte Carlo with extra chrome. These cars shouldn't still exist at these prices, but they do. And if you blink, they'll be gone. So grab your coffee because we're diving into 11 of the craziest classic project cars for sale this week, and some of them are shockingly complete. Number 1. 1959 Nash Metropolitan, $2,200, Montgomery, Alabama. Starting things off with something you don't see every day, a 1959 Nash Metropolitan. Listed at $2,200, this little car is about as charming as it gets. It's not running at the moment, but the seller says it turns over, and that's a big deal for a car that's over 60 years old. It's a manual, finished in white with a black interior, and according to the seller, it's one of the most complete Metropolitans they've come across. The body shows very little rust thanks to being stored undercover for most of its life. The glass is all intact, which is a big win, because if you've ever tried sourcing original Nash glass, you know it's no walk in the park. This car could make a great weekend restoration project, or even a quirky little show car if done right. Parts support isn't huge, but these cars have a cult following, and when restored, they really turn heads. For a subcompact from the 1950s, it's full of personality. Number 2. 1965 Plymouth Valiant Coupe, $2,500, Zephyr Hills, Florida. Next up, a 1965 Plymouth Valiant two-door coupe, asking $2,500, and yes, this one runs and drives. The lights and windows are working, which is a good sign. It's got an automatic transmission paired to a legendary slant 6 engine, Chrysler's ultra-reliable inline 6, known for its toughness and longevity. That said, this is absolutely a project. The floors need to be replaced, and the interior is described as far from perfect. But on the flip side, the body is straight and there's a clean title in hand. The paint is an off-white, and inside you'll find a bold red interior. Once you get through the work, it could really pop again. Valiants are underrated classics, especially the early to mid-60s models like this. They're lightweight, affordable to build, and parts are still relatively easy to find. If you're looking for a budget-friendly Mopar to tinker with, this one's worth a look. Number 3. 1977 Chevrolet Nova, $2,800, Grant, Alabama. Third on the list is this 1977 four-door Chevrolet Nova, priced at $2,800. Now, four-door Novas don't always get the love their two-door siblings do, but hear me out. This one runs, drives, and stops. It's packing a 350 Vortec engine paired with a TH35 automatic transmission and dual exhaust, which gives it a little extra attitude. Under the hood, it's got a Holley carb, HEI ignition, long tube headers, a new alternator, and a fresh fuel system, so mechanically, it's had some attention. Cosmetically, not so much. It's wearing a patchy tan and primer color combo, and the back door's been hit with some primer right over the original yellow paint. This is what we'd call a budget-friendly sleeper in the making. A little elbow grease and some paint work, and you've got yourself a unique street car. You'll even get a radio and speakers to install yourself, which is either a fun bonus or another item on the to-do list depending how you see it. Number 4. 1968 Chevrolet Impala, $1,500, Indian Trail, North Carolina. Now here's a full-size bruiser, a 1968 Chevrolet Impala listed for just $1,500. But let's be honest, this one's more parts car than project. The seller says it has a clean title and they're firm on the price, but they're also brutally honest. There's a lot of rust and the interior is completely trashed. To make things worse, a tree limb fell on the right rear quarter, so the body's seen better days. Still, this one's got an original 350 small black engine and a turbo 400 transmission. Great bones if you're planning a drivetrain swap or looking to rescue another 68. The hood, front end, and fenders are said to be in good shape, which might make this car worth it for someone who needs those parts. But if you're dreaming of bringing it back to life, just know you've got a steep hill to climb. This is one of those listings where the value lies in what's salvageable. Number 5. 1965 Mercury Marauder Park Lane, $2,500, Lone Oak, Texas. And finally, a big, bold 1965 Mercury Marauder Park Lane hardtop. This two-door cruiser has been sitting for years, but it's described as a complete car with a running motor. At $2,500, that's a solid deal just for a starting point. The body is straight, and the interior, while likely dusty, is reportedly in good condition. The downside? There's no title, so you're working with a bill of sale only. Be sure to check your state's registration laws before jumping in. The Marauder was Mercury's answer to full-size muscle in the mid-60s. The Park Lane trim level meant you got luxury touches along with that powerful presence. You won't see many of these on the road, and if you're a Ford guy who wants something different from the usual Fairlanes or Galaxies, this is a rare find. This is a project for someone who doesn't mind sourcing paperwork and isn't afraid of a full restoration. But the reward is a big body cruiser that's both rare and bold. Number 6. 1970 Chevrolet C10 Long Bed, $2,500, Seymour, Missouri. Coming in at number 6, we've got a classic workhorse, a 1970 Chevrolet C10 Long Bed. Listed for $2,500, this old-school regular cab pickup is wearing all black, inside and out, and while it's not currently running, it has some major upgrades already checked off. It's had all-new brake lines and all-new wheel cylinders installed, which tells us someone started the restoration with safety in mind. Under the hood is a 350 small block Chevy V8 sourced from a 1995 truck. That means you're getting a more modern motor once it's running, with better aftermarket support and stronger reliability than the original. The seller has a clean title in hand, but the truck will need a trailer. It does not run as is. So whether you're building a shop truck, a patina cruiser, or planning a full frame-off resto, this C10 could be your blank canvas. And the long bed? Great for utility or slam-down custom style. Number 7. 1977 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, $2,250, Marshfield, Missouri. Next, a 1977 Monte Carlo for just $2,250. This one's got a 305 V8 with an automatic transmission, but you won't be driving it home. The motor has low compression, and the seller says it'll either need to be rebuilt or replaced altogether. This is being sold through City Limit Auto Sales and Service, so it's a dealer listing, but still very much a project. The good news? Minimal rust, which is rare for these 70s GM coupes. The body looks solid from what we can tell, and you've got those classic Monte Carlo lines and long doors. If you've been looking for an affordable way into the big body personal luxury scene of the 1970s, this Monte might be worth saving. Drop in a Crate 350 or a budget-friendly LS, and you could have yourself a comfy, retro highway cruiser with loads of style. Number 8. 1969 Ford F100, $1,500, OBO. Here's one of the cheapest full-size trucks on the list, a 1969 Ford F100 priced at just $1,500 or best offer. It's a long-time park truck that still runs off ether, which usually means it needs a fuel system overhaul or at least a good carb cleaning. It's a tan over yellow combo, automatic transmission, and the seller says it's pretty straight with minimal rust. There's no title, so bill of sale only, and it's being sold strictly as is. It does need a radiator, and beyond that, the seller isn't sure. This is one of those what you see is what you get deals. If you've got space, some spare parts, and a free weekend or two, this could turn into a fun side project or parts donor. Classic Ford trucks like this still have strong demand, especially with clean lines and original steel. Number 9. 1966 Ford Thunderbird Coupe, $2,500, Aransas Pass, Texas. At number 9, we've got a really interesting deal. A 1966 Ford Thunderbird Coupe, listed at $2,500. This car has personality and potential, but needs a few essentials before it's roadworthy. The seller says it needs a $40 mechanical fuel pump, a fuel line, and a brake master cylinder. The car's got a 390 V8 mated to a 3-speed automatic transmission, Ford's big block torque paired with smooth cruising. There's a decent-sized dent in the front fender, some rust in the floorboards, and apparently the interior has a weird smell. But hey, that's part of the old car charm, right? This one comes with a clean title, and the seller is open to trades for something with AC, which hence they just need a daily driver. If you want a 60s luxury cruiser that's not a cookie-cutter Camaro or Mustang, the Thunderbird offers loads of style, inside and out. Fix the basics, and you've got a boulevard beast ready to fly again. Number 10. 1972 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, $2,000, Childersburg, Alabama. In the number 10 spot, we've got a barn-find Monte Carlo from 1972. Priced at $2,000 even, this one's said to be a complete car with great pans, which usually means the underbody is solid, a huge plus. There's a 350 engine under the hood, but the seller hasn't tried to start it and can't confirm if it runs. It's being sold as found, with extra chrome pieces included, and while the interior is listed as orange and the body is blue, we might be looking at a repaint or a custom combo. This is a solid foundation if you're looking to build a show car or even a pro touring style build. These early 70s Montes have timeless styling and an almost Chevelle-like presence, but without the sky-high price tag. If the frame checks out and you're up for the mystery under the hood, this could be a winner. Number 11. 1973 Chevrolet Corvette Project, $2,000, Louisville, Kentucky. Last but definitely not least, a 1973 Corvette for just $2,000. This is a true project in pieces. The body's already been unbolted and is ready to lift off the frame, so this isn't your average roller. According to the seller, the rear steel bumper is intact, which makes it the last year of the chrome bumper vets, an important detail for collectors. There's no engine installed, though the seller says they have a few motors available separately. It comes with a 400 transmission and has extra doors and a hood included. The body has some spots where paint didn't stick, but underneath it's reportedly smooth. They've got an Indiana title, but it's not in the seller's name, so this one comes with a little paperwork complexity. If you've been dreaming of building a C3 Corvette from the ground up, this might be your moment. It's cheap, it's mostly all there, and the hard part, tearing it apart, is already done. And that wraps up this week's list of rough, rusty, and ready-to-rescue classics. Whether you're hunting a budget-friendly barn find, a half-finished project, or something to wrench on this summer, these 11 listings prove there are still deals out there. If you saw something you liked, act fast. These cars don't stick around long at these prices. And if you enjoy hunting for junkyard gems and classic car projects, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and drop a comment with your favorite pick from the list. Until next time, keep the tools close and the dreams running loud. This is Kingna, signing off.